It's been 4 days since caste violence has rocked Maharashtra. Worse, it has spilled over to other states now. It all started with a celebration of the 200th anniversary of the Battle of Koregaon. But what actually happened over the 2 days from last year, the last day of 2017, to the 1st of January this year? Was all of this pre-planned? Now, FIRs and counter-FIRs have been lodged, but when will the culprits, the real perpetrators, be nabbed?
After a day of caste violence, Maharashtra cops cracked down hard, booking 25 people, blocking multiple rallies of activists Jignesh Mewani and Umar Khalid in Pune and Mumbai. FIRs were also lodged against 25 people, including Jignesh and Umar, accusing them of provoking caste violence.
FIR नंबर 2/2018 इसमें कलम 153A, 505(1)(ब और कलम 117 IPC या ये कलम के अंतर्गत गुना दाखिल किया गया है। इसमें के आरोपी के नाम है उमर खालिद, राहनार दिल्ली, और श्री जिग्नेश मेवानी, राहनार गुजरात।
We have with us the main organizer, MLC from Maharashtra, Kapil Patil, and we have just got to know from him as well that he will be taken into the custody at this point of time. He will be detained for organize this event. कपिल जी, क्या हुआ कि क्या कारण है कि आपको परमिशन डिनाई की गई? पुलिस का कहना है कि आपने परमिशन ली ही नहीं थी क्योंकि बाहर से लोग आने वाले थे, परमिशन लेना जरूरी था।
परमिशन का कोई सवाल नहीं, परमिशन तो बहुत पहले इंटीमेट करा किया था पुलिसों को, परमिशन थी, मगर आज आखिरी समय 10 बजे पुलिस ने नोटिस दे दी 149।
Mewani, who allegedly delivered speech stoking violence in Pune's Koregaon Bhim, found backing from his comrades.
महाराष्ट्र सरकार, पुलिस वहां की अपनी जिम्मेदारी से भाग रही है। जो दलितों पे अत्याचार हुए उनके बारे में कोई बात नहीं कर रहा है। वो कौन लोग थे, कहां से आए थे, उनके बारे में कोई FIR नहीं हुई है।
विधायक निर्दलीय है, वो कहीं पर भी जाता है, हम लोगों पर ऐसे डराया जाता है। मैं मानता हूँ कि गुजरात और हिंदुस्तान के अंदर लोगों को जागरूक होने की जरूरत है।
Meanwhile, the city of Mumbai, scalded by caste clashes, limped to normal. But cops are yet to breathe easy as sporadic violence was reported from parts of Maharashtra. CM Devendra Fadnavis assured a fair judicial probe.
हमारी जो मांग थी उसमें कि सिर्फ अपॉइंटमेंट की ज़रूरत नहीं है, उनको सिविल और क्रिमिनल पावर्स भी वहाँ पर देने चाहिए। उस कमीशन के लिए आज उनकी मुलाकात हुई चीफ जस्टिस के साथ में। चीफ जस्टिस ने उनको एक जज देने का वादा वहाँ पर किया है, उनका पैनल आएगा।
The divisive caste politics spread to parts of Gujarat, Karnataka and Madhya Pradesh. While protests erupted in Karnataka's Kalburgi, stone pelting and rallies were reported in Gujarat's Rajkot and Junagadh. With Sahil Joshi, Saurabh Bhaktania, Jumana Shah and Pankaj Khelkar. Bureau Report, India Today.
Five days and the police is none any closer to actually arresting people who were behind the violence and the subsequent vandalism. Shazia Almi, spokesperson of the BJP, is joining us live, as is Pawan Khera, spokesperson of the Congress. We've got Monica Arora, our ideologue, and John Dayal is with us in the studio. He's a Dalit rights activist. My colleague Sahil Joshi is also live with us. I want to ask you first, Shazia. It's been 5 days. Why have no arrests been made yet?
I can't hear you very well, Padmaja. Your voice comes and goes.
Why haven't arrests been made yet, Shazia? It's been close to a week since the violence started.
Judicial inquiry has been... Yes, indeed. And we can see how some people are making merry while stoking the fire of these clashes, and despite the government doing its utmost best,
like
not only sending more than 21,000 security personnel, different companies from different places, and also issuing appeals.
Who's making merry?
Also asking people and appealing to them not to do rumor mongering. But there are people out there who want to stoke this caste violence.
Like who?
They have vested interests.
Like
they want to divide India.
Like who?
Just to make BJP look bad.
Who are these people?
Who I'm talking about? Well, we know who they are. They are.
Is it people like John Dayal? Is it the Congress? Is it Shiv Sena? Because Shiv Sena also blames you.
And many others who support them.
Who is it? Is it Pawan Khera's party? Is it people who are Mr. John Dayal's side? Who is it?
But the fact of the matter is, have you seen?
No, not only she doesn't have a clue,
They're
the
all
government
the same.
doesn't have a clue.
What is the difference? They all are the same.
Oh, they're all the same, you're saying? You're saying that
the ones who hate
is the world
BJP.
pitted against the BJP?
They rather see a divided India.
So Shiv Sena
they rather see a weakened base for our Dalit brothers.
Okay, so they've all ganged up against the BJP.
So they are the ones who are working together in tandem, in an orchestrated manner, to cause this to happen. I really can't hear you.
Okay, let's ask Pawan Khera how and when they hatched this conspiracy against the BJP, along with John Dayal, along with Jignesh Mevani, along with Umar Khalid.
No, Padmaja, it's a sad state. Padmaja, when there was violence in Saharanpur or Una or anywhere else, where BJP does not rule, they'll say it's the opposition which is responsible. Where they rule, it's say, look, it is, law and order issue. Where they don't rule, state is responsible for law and order. Where they rule, it's the opposition which has done it. Please make up your mind. Shiv Sena is criticizing you. Your two people, Sambhaji Bhide and Mr. Ekbote, Milind Ekbote, they are RSS. We all know. Everybody knows. Deny it. I'll be very happy if you deny it.
Lankesh,
on the 29th, Padmaja, 2 days before this Vijay Divas,
Mandsaur, there was a fireman's
Govind Gaikwad Samadhi is desecrated and no action is taking place. And Govind Gaikwad is an icon for Mahars.
Everybody,
please don't interrupt. Don't interrupt.
No, a judicial inquiry.
Please don't interrupt, Shazia. It's not good. Please let me finish. On 29th, a Samadhi of a Mahar icon, Govind Gaikwad, is desecrated by RSS.
What has happened to 100 judicial inquiries in the past 25 years?
No action is taken. A retired High Court judge told India Today yesterday that it's a government-sponsored violence.
May I come in here, please?
Said this. It is on India Today. A retired High Court judge of Maharashtra said this.
Okay, I want to quickly get in John Dayal and then the other speakers as well.
So please make up your mind. Please take action against Sambhaji.
I can tell you, looking back at a 50-year journalism career,
walk the talk.
Not one person has so far been prosecuted or arrested in scores of judicial inquiries held up in the past. And this one will also end up in the...
No, because John Dayal, is there merit in what the BJP is saying? Because Shazia Almi is not alone. The Chief Minister of Maharashtra, in a veiled way, has said outsiders came, and we'll bring up those pictures of Umar Khalid, Jignesh Mevani. What was Umar Khalid, for example, doing in an event which was about Dalit unity and celebrating that event of where the Peshwa army was defeated by the Mahars? What business did Umar Khalid have there?
I will tell you the business. I'll tell you the business. This is an issue of all marginalized people.
Exactly.
And the unity of all marginalized people. Why should I, as a Catholic, not show my unity, my solidarity with women,
but sir,
with other issues? Why not?
Sir, Umar Khalid has got nothing by any stretch of the imagination, Monica Arora, in that event. It was about the Mahars versus the Peshwas.
The event was, but the celebration is a celebration of the victory of the poor, of the marginalized, of the crushed against the oppressors.
Okay, Pawan Khera.
Padmaja, there is a strange campaign of misinformation going on. Justice P.B. Sawant has an organization which called Umar Khalid for a different program on a different platform. Now, this government is bent upon mixing the two issues. I am sorry, it is a bundle of lies. This had nothing to do with Umar Khalid. Umar Khalid was not sharing any platform. He was on a different platform, on a different event organized by Justice P.B. Sawant's organization.
Okay, Shazia, are you covering up?
The point here is, first they go about desecrating a Samadhi.
Padmaja,
I'm not interested in all that. I don't play this cat and mouse game the way RSS and BJP play.
There was Gauri Lankesh, and what was said?
Fact of the matter is, why were they allowed to desecrate the Samadhi of Govind Gaikwad? And by the way, Govind Gaikwad has a very historical importance. He was the one who performed the funeral rites of Shivaji Maharaj's son. RSS is bent upon distorting that aspect of history. How can a Dalit perform the funeral rites of Shivaji Maharaj's son? Why not?
RSS is doing nothing.
It was done by a Mahar.
You want to give RSS
wants to change that history.
Please stop it.
RSS is anti-Dalit. We all know this. We don't need any proof for that. Give me one example of an RSS Sarsang Chalak who is a Dalit.
No, RSS is not anti-Dalit.
Give me one example. You keep talking about ek Shamshan, ek Kuan, ek Mandir. आप मुझे एक उदाहरण दीजिए. एक सरसंघ चालक बताइए जो दलित है. एक सरसंघ चालक बताइए जो दलित है. तो RSS के बारे में तो आप मत कहिए, मुझे भाषण मत दीजिए. आपसे ज्यादा मैं
Bhagwat is not.
Okay, we are not going to identify people and especially not presidents by their caste identities. Now please, let's steer away from that conversation. Monica Arora wants to come in.
Yes.
Monica Arora.
I just told him I want president who's an RSS worker.
It is
disgusting. That's how you
talk. What is the president of India? He must retract the statement. He may have been in his statement.
He's
the president of India. Ma'am, you must withdraw that statement.
Okay, wait a second. Now, Shazia Ilmi says the RSS has got no hand in this. Monica Arora, before she gives us the RSS's point of view, just stay with me, and I want to bring in Sahil as well. I want to play out for our viewers a 70-second clip of a person who has an FIR against him for provoking riots, for rioting. That's the FIR against him. But we have Sambhaji Bhide, who actually took out a march in Sangli today, walked up to the police in Sangli and demanded, not requested, but demanded that the FIR against him be removed. And which is why I want to ask you, Monica Arora, where is the state government and the police where a man who has against him his name an FIR against under Section 307 Indian Arms Act, Atrocities Act and rioting is actually going to meet the superintendent of police?
All non-bailable offenses.
What is going on in Maharashtra? Look at him. He's standing there with the SP. And let me quickly, before you respond, get a confirmation from our Mumbai Bureau Chief, Sahil Joshi, as well. Sahil, this is for real, right? A man accused of rioting is actually meeting the SP.
No, absolutely. In fact, our correspondent Kamlesh Sutar, who is in Sangli, was utterly shocked because we were thinking that Sambhaji Bhide is not talking to media, or he's not even coming up with a statement. But what he did actually today is that with his supporters, he marched towards the SP office, the Superintendent of Police's office, and they submitted a memorandum, demanded that the cases against Sambhaji Bhide should be withdrawn with the immediate effect. That's what Sambhaji Bhide was doing. In fact, the most surprising part has come in the primary report of what the police has investigated, because later the 3 days
Sahil,
the
before
police
you elaborate on that, let me quickly play this report that Kamlesh filed from Sangli. Let's play that.
After violence broke all across Maharashtra after the Bhima Koregaon incidents, there were allegations that 2 people were behind the violence that took place, who provoked the crowd in the area of Vadu village near Bhima Koregaon, and these 2 names were that of the Sansthapak of Shiv Pratishthan in Sangli, Sambhaji Bhide Guruji, and Milind Ekbote from Pune. There have been demand from several Dalit leaders to arrest these 2, as they were the ones who provoked the crowd, and allegations have been made against them, particularly by Republican Party leader Prakash Ambedkar. Right now, we are at Sangli in an area called Gaubagh, where Sambhaji Bhide Guruji stays, and since yesterday, there have been the situation here has been tensed, and even after the demand to arrest him, there has been no arrest of Sambhaji Bhide Guruji in spite of his presence in Sangli. In fact, he was very much present in a march that was taken out in Sangli this morning. Huge crowds had gathered requesting that the charges against him should be withdrawn. There have been allegations that he should be booked under the Prevention of Atrocities Act, and also for inciting violence and provoking communal tensions. Sambhaji Bhide himself was present in the march. He met police officials and gave a memorandum that charges against him should should be withdrawn. So in spite of the fact that he was present in the march in front of the police, there was no arrest that was made, and this particularly has led to allegations that he is being shielded and not being arrested. So now all eyes will be on the action that cops are going to take against Sambhaji Bhide Guruji.
Okay.
With camera person Kiran
Monica
Chhatwal.
Arora, tell me what's happening in Maharashtra. The rule of law clearly alive and kicking.
Padmaja, if I can say so, regarding this particular clip, in our democracy, everybody has a right to petition, demand and protest peacefully. Where the law and order is broken, the police comes into the picture.
And
I cannot see any law and order problem here. We cannot take away the right of anybody to demand something, Padmaja. I hope you understand that.
Atrocities Act is a
before you go to Pawan Khera, let me also say one more thing. If you see what were Jignesh Mevani, Umar Khalid, Radhika Vemula, Prakash Ambedkar together at a rally,
provoking
that
this
too giving hate
without
speeches,
any permission, he took out a
saying,
march
come
on the first.
streets
I saw
against
Sahil
the
Joshi's report
saying
yesterday.
Monika Sina
Even yesterday,
what was this?
On the
Hate
first, they did the
speeches
same.
inciting
No arrest,
one
nothing.
caste
You
against
arrest
the other
everybody,
caste.
but not Sambhaji Bhide, who is accused, who is the prime accused in provoking the violence which took place on the first and the second.
Of 2019,
अरे आप छोड़िए, आप ये भाषण मत दीजिए. भाषण देना बंद कीजिए. यहाँ कोई भाषण सुनने नहीं बैठा है आपका. भाषण सुनने कोई नहीं बैठा है आपका. प्लीज भाषण देना है तो आप पुणे जाइए. अभी यहाँ बात करने दीजिए. आप नहीं, आप मुद्दे पर बात कीजिए. The same Sambhaji Bhide, Padmaja, took out a march without permission on the first and provoked this the Mahar Panchayat.
Exactly, and
Yet
Monica,
he is not arrested. Yet he is allowed to take out another motor today, and I am sure without police permission.
Sahil respond to you, and the reason why this development is significant is because when a group of people with saffron flags assembled on the first and the entire violence started, the police said, and isn't that correct, Sahil? The police said we have no idea where these people came from.
And celebrates one caste against the other caste in Pune.
The same person who is today carrying out a march asking for his FIR to be revoked, Sahil, was allowed to take out a march on the first as well. Isn't that correct, Sahil?
You know, this is what actually the government should be answering, because today when Jignesh Mevani was called in an event by organized by Chhatra Bharati
in this slogans against the country or against any community, it was a peaceful march to petition. Even Britishers allowed that.
Ma'am, on the first stones were pelted.
I'm sorry.
No, actually, Padmaja, can I complete my sentence?
I don't know why is she allowed to go on and on giving a lecture here. Please let Sahil Joshi finish and we'll understand what he's talking about.
Mr. Pawan Khera, you have lots to answer. Your Congress president has lots to answer. They are aiming at 2019.
Please stop giving me lectures. Nobody is interested in your lectures. You don't even know your facts.
Wait for the investigation
Please don't come unprepared. And if you are unprepared, let Sahil Joshi educate you.
2019 aside for a while.
Please stop your lectures and not impress anyone.
The people who are responsible for the violence of the last 4 days.
आपके भाषण में किसी को कोई रुचि नहीं है. साहिल जोशी जो तथ्य बता रहे हैं वो सुन लीजिए पहले. आप अनप्रिपेयर्ड आती हैं, ना होमवर्क करती हैं, ना कुछ तथ्यों का पता है. भाषण देने मत बैठिए यहाँ. कोई भाषण सुनने नहीं बैठा है आपका. साहिल जोशी को बोलने दीजिए, वो आपको एडुकेट करेगा, आपको थोड़ा शिक्षित कर लेगा. नासमझी मत दिखाइए. नेशनल टेलीविजन पे आप इतना नासमझी क्यों दिखा रही हैं? ना आरएसएस प्रभावित होगी, इससे ना बीजेपी प्रभावित होगी. उल्टा आपको फिर से आने नहीं देंगे. आप साहिल जोशी को बोलने दीजिए जरा.
Silence, everyone silent. I'm going to silence everyone right now. Sahil, complete your point. Is it a fact that the police were completely unprepared, and many would question whether deliberately some organizations were allowed to assemble on the first, resulting in violence? And we're just going to pull up that picture, which has been tweeted in fact by NCP leader Jitendra Ahwad. How was that assembly allowed? Sahil.
Okay, let's break it with the first question first, because today, we did not know that Sambhaji Bhide was coming out with a protest to, take out all the charges against him. But on the other hand, what we could see is that when Jignesh Mevani was called today at an event organized by Chhatra Bharati, a student organization, to address to the students, he was not permitted. The whole program which was supposed to happen was not allowed by the police. In fact, the police came out with a prevention order that he will not be allowed to speak in a public. Now the question arises here is that, of course, there is a FIR against Jignesh Mevani in Pune. At the same time, there is a FIR against Sambhaji Bhide also in Pune.
Please answer
now,
this.
Police hasn't come up with any kind of a report with finalizing or zeroing down on the person who actually instigating the people.
If the police had allowed, and if Jignesh Mevani, so there are two things. Jignesh Mevani wanted to make yet another inflammatory speech, whereas Sambhaji Bhide was petitioning his right.
If he's going to make an inflammatory speech, why was he allowed? Because you know the police departments, the CID, the State Reserve Force, everyone has the identity. They understand what is happening. They understand what is happening in the state. The program which was happened on 31st and the 1st, even the government ministers were part of it. Ramdas Athole was also part of that program.
Sahil, I can see the picture.
I'm just trying to.
He marched peacefully. Jignesh Mevani is allowed to march peacefully, to ask his FIR to be revoked. But should we allow him to make another inflammatory speech?
Which was happening inside the hall.
You want more blood on the streets?
No, the program was not happening on the street. The program was happening inside the hall. The program was organized by Chhatrabati, not by Congress or any other political party. It was being organized by a students' association. No, I'm not comparing with anything. I'm just taking the facts what has happened. I'm just putting up both the sides here, Shazia. You have to understand what has happened. We are not supporting anyone in this. It's just a fact what has happened. On that particular day in Bhima Koregaon, there were ministers also were present at that point of time.
Okay. Shazia, I have a very simple counter to that. You anticipated that Umar Khalid and Jignesh Mevani were going to say something which would instigate violence today morning. You did not allow them that event. Fair enough. That is your prerogative. You did the right thing. But what if? My counter question to you would be, what if something provocative was said in the march by Sambhaji Bhide as well? Who would then have been responsible? Why aren't equal standards adopted? I don't care for either side, Shazia. I don't care for either side. If either side is responsible for the violence, you should have cracked down equally on both sides. Only then will you be seen as an impartial government. But for now, thank you very much for having given us your perspective. Monica Arora, Shazia Elmi, and all the gentlemen for joining us in the People's Court. As always, we leave the decision to you. Who is really responsible for what has happened across Maharashtra and now in Gujarat for the last 5 days? Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you would love to.